All right, Bitcoin today. What a week is behind us. Before I actually start looking into the financial market and especially into the Bitcoin and the crypto market, a couple of news from our site. As you can see, Bitcoin today with an English flag, and you see Radio 1 Mallorca. This is really great because in the background our team was working very much with Radio 1, and the idea is that we are very much interested in our content. It's the only English radio in Mallorca, but you can listen to Radio 1 also in Ibiza, by the way. And yeah, for us a great thing because we're interested in our financial content and also in the Bitcoin content. And in the upcoming week, we will start a campaign with them, an ongoing campaign. And once a week, I will be live on the radio talking about the financial markets and also about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto. As I said, once a week. Beside that, 4 times a day, you will hear news, which has been feeded from us to them into the show, in the program. And also all our videos, as we produce them every day, will be on the website, on the social media channels like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all these things. So this is a great partnership. We are really looking forward to do this because we will see the interest in Bitcoin is going up, 12 months away from a halving. Also, radio stations start to realize what's going on, so that's good. And again, as you guys know, we work very hard, our technical team in the background, of having an app in summer. App will be called, obviously, Bitcoin Today. It will be available in the App Store from Apple and Google. And it's very nice that we get these partnerships, and this is only the first partnership. Many partnerships will follow. Well, and once we are live on the radio, we will have a web link on our site from there, a web radio, so you can go there and you can listen to the program. It's also quite nice about Mallorca as such, plus all our information. So we keep you informed once the link is going to be on the website. And yeah, great thing for us. Okay, time to look into the financial market before we actually look into the Bitcoin. Well, everybody knows a lot happened. Huge bank crisis last week. Switzerland, Credit Suisse had to be bailed out with $50 billion. First Republic Bank, a small bank, had to be bailed out with $30 billion in the US. Silvergate went bankrupt. Silicon Valley Bank went bankrupt. Signature Bank went bankrupt. So huge crisis. Well, obviously, the reason we see the 2-year bonds in the moment around about 4.1%, the 10 years 3.5%. Very unhealthy, inverted. This cannot work. And you see underneath the unrealized gains and losses on investment securities. This is what kills banks. Long-term treasuries and bonds, US, and the whole market collapsed because of a fast increase and strong increase on interest rates. That kills banks. I mean, everyone who knows a little bit about the market knew that this will come. Everybody was talking about inflation. Yes, inflation is bad, but you always have to bear in mind when you fight against inflation, you should not kill the banks. This is obviously what happened now. Anyway, good for crypto, at least for Bitcoin. What will the future be? Last week, ECB put petroleum in the fire, at least in my opinion. They increased from 3 to 3.5 the interest rate. We will see what happens to the European banks. Not good, because the problem will get bigger. And when we look now in the FedWatch tool on the right-hand side, we see now a possibility of 80% that on the 22nd of March, which will be the next Fed meeting, the interest rates in the US will be raised by 25 points. And whereas 20%, as you see with my red hand, by the way, this red hand is new. We yesterday had a great update here on the hardware and software side in our brand new video studio. Well, we have a sound studio for a long time because we do a lot of music production here. As you guys know, I'm also in the music industry, but here we invested heavily now in the video. So I have a very nice red hand. Good thing, I love it. And so we have only 20% possibility of zero. Anyway, it's good because let's say a week ago, everybody was talking about 50 points. And obviously they cannot do this anymore. This is just too risky. I'm pretty sure. All right, so as always, we check the crypto market news. We do this in combination with Cointelegraph. In our opinion, one of the best information sites in the world when it comes to crypto. And as always, we choose 3 topics. We start with crypto market cap reclaims $1 trillion and derivatives point to further upside. Great. We will later see the dominance of the Bitcoin there because it's growing. And it's a good sign. So people are more and more interested. And this, at a time when you have a huge bank crisis, this is a very good sign for the crypto market. All right, the thing is that all in all, we will later see there are a lot of people who don't like this. We will see probably later on. Banking crisis, what does it mean for crypto? Well, it's very simple. Crypto is going up. And especially Bitcoin, we will see later the percentages. But as I just said, there is also something. Its threats to the crypto have never been greater, but mass adoption is imminent. So what does that mean? I mean, the US government has a lot of problem now due to the fast interest rates with the banking system, and they are not really crazy. But at the same time, we will see later gold is going up and Bitcoin is going up and some of the cryptocurrencies are going up. So we have to bear in mind that from the regulation side, especially the SEC with Gary Gensler, they will develop a lot of ideas how they can fight against this. And this is one of the reasons why we only are interested and invested in Bitcoin. We would never invest in anything else beside Bitcoin. Because still the situation is that the SEC says we only, everything is a security except Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a security. So it's proof of work, it's all over the world, and they can't do anything about it. This is why they say this. Because everything else, which is proof of stake, you have a company, you have a management, you can threaten this management, you can go against them, you can take them to court, and you can do a lot of crazy things in order to kill these coins and companies. They cannot do this with Bitcoin. This is the great advantage of Bitcoin. I hope a lot of people will realize this in the future. All right, looking at the market capitalization on a global base, again, you guys, if you're interested in all this information beside the videos we make every day, go on our website, ament-finance.de. The information on this side is growing every day. I mean, we have really a very good team in the background. They work very hard every day to get this site better and better with more information. It's all free of charge. If you want to give something back to us, give us a thumb up and push the abo button. Helps us a lot with the algorithm, the Google algorithm, because we want that more people get informed what's going on in the crypto and Bitcoin scene. And so would great if you give something back to us. Well, Bitcoin on 11, gold always on 1. Gold, we will see later, also went strongly up. 13 billion, followed by Apple, Microsoft, Saudi Aramco, Alphabet, Silver on 6, Amazon on 7, Berkshire Hathaway 8, Nvidia 9, Tesla 10, and Bitcoin on 11 with 532 billion. So straight increase, really very nice, and obviously something we have to admire, because it's really good. All right, so we come now to the Bitcoin Live. In the moment, as we do the video, it's 27,246. It's Saturday morning when we make the video. Last night we were close to 28, but still we over 26. That's very nice. Interesting is here to see, as always, we are on the 4-hourly candle. What is VRSI doing? We are definitely in a critical zone, 71%. So we are overbought. This is not the time. We at least wouldn't do it to invest. But because we usually wait that we come down more to the 50% zone, because usually you will see a correction. It's the same when I look underneath on the MACD. The blue one is about to move to the control line. And this is a pre-indicator that we see a bearish crossover. So we will see most likely a consolidation on the Bitcoin. The important thing is sometimes it's better to wait. And it's usually not a good idea when prices go really crazy up to follow. It's better really, this is why we do these videos, and this is why we have a website. It's very important to look in the short-term future and mid-term and long-term future by doing the buying and selling decisions. But anyway, you guys, we try to help you. We do not give you any financial advice. To clear this out, you have to make your own decisions and go on other websites, check other YouTube channels. There are plenty in the market. The more information you get from other people besides the information you get from us, the better it's for you to make the right decisions. This is always what I think is the important thing. And even we ourselves, we check the opinion from other people. The most stupid thing you can do is that you just trust in yourself, and then you start making mistakes. This is what it is. Okay, another thing we check now is the gold price. As you guys know, we believe that Bitcoin is digital gold. Store of value. We don't see it so much as a currency. Some people do, we don't. This is why we are only in Bitcoin, and this is why we put emphasis primarily on Bitcoin. And so it's always interesting to look into the gold, because since 6,000 years, this is the store of value. And here we have 5 years of gold back in 18. And you see the increase of gold, the consolidation since 20. And you see the top. In the top, we were over $2,000. And now we are around nearly close to $2,000. I think the latest price I saw yesterday, you know, on the weekend there's no trading, was 1980. So not only the Bitcoin went up, also the gold price went up. So they go very much with each other. That's very good. Okay, now we come to the Bitcoin future. I know you guys are very, very much interested because here all our predictions are more or less consolidated in one site. Before I start again, trading with Bitcoin involves a considerable risk of loss, including the risk that the price can go to zero. Bear this always in mind. Crypto market is risky market. Don't use money which you don't need. Just use money you don't need. Don't do leverage. A lot of people do this, and then they end up really in the shit. So it's a very nice playground to make money if you know what you do, and if you inform yourself, and if you invest time informing yourself, then you have a good chance. Okay, here with psychology. We are in the green zone. Probably we leave a depression on the right hand behind. We are more in this disbelief area on the way to hope. Yeah, 26. A week ago we were on 19.5, so we will shortly see quite a nice increase. Okay, we have to look in the Fear and Greed Index, 51%, quite stable. On the timeline, you see the relation between optimism and fear, and so for quite a while we were in the 20% region, 30% region. Now we are in the 50% region. That's good. So the market sentiment is quite in the middle. That's good. Okay, we look into the heat map, and well, that's very nice. We go now on the heat map live, all green. We only look now here in the data of a Bitcoin because this is primarily what we are interested. If you guys want to know more, go on our website. This heat map is live. You can go where you can check all the different, if you're interested in ETH or for example, a BNB or XRP or Dash or whatever, you have this, all this information is on our site. What I want to talk about, the important thing is year to date, meaning from the 1st of January up until now, we are 59% up in the price. If you would have talking with someone in December or January, you would have talking about with a person about the Bitcoin, they would say, well, Bitcoin is shit, it will go down to zero, I will not deal with Bitcoin, Bitcoin is not an investment. Yeah, people who, like we, who know what they do, we knew, because we later will see all the cycle analysis based on artificial intelligence we do, we knew how the things go, so sitting nearly on 60% profit, this is not bad. All right, so enjoy. Congratulations to everybody who is in. This is why I wear a green T-shirt today, okay, you know, because I changed the color. It's either green and the price goes up, it's white if the price goes sideways, or it's red and the price goes down. That certainly will come. But anyway, enjoy my green T-shirt. All right. Market capitalization, 46%. As we saw before, the total market is about 1 trillion. And half of a market, and market means 25,000 coins or 28,000 coins, I don't know. A lot of these will disappear. This is why we don't waste time checking them and looking into this. We concentrate on Bitcoin. Bitcoin came to stay, and a lot of them came to go. This is why we don't look into them. Okay, so nearly 50%, that's good. Very important, we look now into the future market, and as you guys know, there is a spot market. People really buy and sell Bitcoin, people who have money, but not everybody has money. People try to bet on the price. This is the future market. The same takes place in gold, by the way. This is why the future market is 10 times bigger than the spot market. And the same thing we see on Bitcoin. And it's very important to see what is short and what is long. And interesting in the moment is that we see more long on the left-hand side positions on the future market and decreasing short positions. This is a strong sign that people are worried, the shorties are worried, they don't bet on falling prices to lose money, because, you know, if you bet on the wrong side and you have a stop loss limit, you get kicked out and you lose your money. Just to explain how it works, you have $500, you want to play with $10,000, and you bet on up or down, and if you're wrong, you get kicked out once you reach the stop loss limit in both ways. And it has an influence on the price of Bitcoin. This is definitely something everybody has to bear in mind. In the moment, short goes down and long goes up. This is why the price also goes up. Okay, Bitcoin rich list. Check this by yourself. This is the real deal wallets with Bitcoins in there, or Satoshis. Bitcoin loaded addresses, meaning constant increase in the moment on a global base. Based on the blockchain data we have access is a bit more than 45 million. And as you can see with the bars, it's constantly going up. All right, Bitcoin address dominance, not much change. A very much elite market, 155,000 wallets, own $285 billion, which is 67% of the total market capitalization. Actually, the number you see, because it's Saturday, is not updated. I think, meanwhile, it's already 70%. All right, here, you can check by yourself. This is Bitcoin active addresses. What is important, Bitcoin total number of addresses is constantly going up. That's a good thing. Even when in November 21, the price started to go down. This is on a logarithm scale, by the way. But still people registered themselves for new wallets. All right, now something very important. Google knows the world. This is what we love about Google. And we check now the Google Trends. We do this on a daily basis, like you know. So you have the keyword Google, and we get this information directly from Google. It's all about data. The world is driven by data. People who know more about the data know more about the future. Okay, we see a very strong move upwards. Why is this important? This is on a global base. It's always the same, you know. The minute the price goes up, people get more interested. They go to the computer, they go to the mobile phone, they key in Bitcoin on Google, and they want to get some information. This is a good sign, because the more people are interested in Bitcoin, the more it's likely that they buy Bitcoin. This is very logic. Okay, so the next important thing is interest by region. As I said, Google knows everybody. And knows everything. So on number one, El Salvador, sure, it's where currency. Nigeria in Africa is on the same way. Where Netherlands, Slovenia, and Switzerland, and we just check the next 5. You see Austria, you see Turkey, you see Germany on 8, you see Cyprus, and 10 Singapore. And interesting is, I just jump ahead and try to find the United States of America, and look. Place 28. So because of all of the scandals and now they have the bank problems, people have other things to do when thinking about the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin price, and this is very important, is not driven in the moment by the US. And this is a very good sign. It's more driven in Europe. And why is this? Because with MiCA is the name of a regulation from the European community. They started already 2 years ago regulating the crypto market, also when it comes to tax regulation. The Americans didn't do this. This is why they have this FTX problem and Terra Luna problem, Digital Voyager, and now the banks. It was and still is a totally unregulated market, and this is very bad. The best thing which can happen for Bitcoin is that it's regulated, that people can feel safe by owning, by buying, by selling and owning. And the United States on place 29 because they don't have this regulation. But they will get this regulation. The minute they get the regulation, they will come back. And this is the point, and will take place in the next 12 months, I'm pretty much sure. We will really see that the Bitcoin price constantly will go up. This is very important that the Americans come back. All right, now we see the Bitcoin on US dollar last 12 months. Obviously, between November 22 and January 23, we saw the bottom. Hopefully, it was the bottom. That we not come back again to this, but it doesn't look like. In waves, we moved upwards. We jumped over the 25. 25 is this red line I'm just playing. This is all interactive, by the way. Go on this website. I tell you, because it's interactive. You don't have to listen what I tell you. Well, you can. I love it. But you can play around here, and you can do a lot, because our technical team, and this is something which is very important for us, we try to do everything interactive, that you can make your own opinion from the data we present to you. All right, here the same next interactive thing is checking the Bollinger Bands MACD and RSI on a daily basis. Very important. And as you see, the Bollinger Bands, they get wider. And there is a law in the financial industry, and it's the same for the Bitcoin. Prices try to always come back to the middle line. It's like a pendulum, you know, from a watch goes to the right or to the left, but it always will come to the middle. It always goes in waves. This is why I said early on, this is not a good idea accumulating now. It's better to wait once it comes back. We see on the MACD a bullish crossover, and we see increasing green bars. That's the same thing. This is all pre-indicators, by the way. This is not reality. This is medium-term pre-indicators. We later will see a short-term indicator. This is a medium. So on the medium size, talking the next 10 days, 12 days, 8 days, I don't know, something like this. It's better to wait and just to watch what's going on. The last thing is the RSI. It's the same thing. We are definitely overbought, 72%, even on a daily base. Everything over 70 is not healthy. Everything under 30 is the time to buy. That's the best time. This was like last Friday. We heavily invested last Friday. We really increased our investments because we always wait for middle lines or below 50%, or like this Friday was a great day for us. We would never buy in a situation over 70%. This is stupid. Okay, although short-term model 48 hours says it is possible that we run to the 29. Yeah, the momentum is there, especially now the weekend. As you know, Bitcoin is the only asset in the world traded 7 days a week, 24 hours, not gold, not oil, nothing, only Bitcoin. Therefore, something can happen in both directions on the weekend because the market is very emotional, you know, you never know. But anyway, this is the situation. But as I said, this is only for 48 hours. By the way, this model is based on artificial intelligence. I mean, now everybody's talking about artificial intelligence. But we started long ago working with artificial intelligence. And we will see now the next model, which is also based on artificial intelligence. But here it's also based on cycle analysis. So we analyzed all the price data since 2008. Huge work on the technical side. And check this when you go on Bitcoin and you have Bitcoin information. Go in there. The video would be much too long if I would explain to you how do we do this and what the mathematical base of a prediction is. But anyway, what you see here is the yellow is very big. We are overrated 4,890. That's quite something. According to our model, huh? Price is too high. Not bad, but that's what it is. Still, the target price is around about 41,000 in 1 year's time. And here in our second model, I always say this is the Egypt model with the pyramid. It's a different kind of mathematical model. We see this strong increase. And this is interesting because we have two base cases in our model. It's either the lower black line, meaning things go slow, or it jumps to the other black line and things can go very fast. But in both models, there will be a side line, as you can see. And in the end, this model says 43. This is very important. We don't say by the end of the cycle, Bitcoin is going to be $100,000, or some people say $1 million. I know a lot of rubbish talk. No, we say it's most likely $42,000. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe it's 50,000. Well, good luck, you guys. Why is this important? Because in April 24, a new cycle will start. And from all our analysis, we know that from there it will take another 15 to 18 months to reach the next top. And the next top, according to our model, is between 100 and 150,000. But this is going to take place in 25, most likely December 25. So if you're interested in this, you can go in the last prediction model, because this model goes up until 2030. Again, interactive. You see the middle price, the overrated price, and the underrated price. So you can play around with this and more look into the future, more or less. All right, you guys, I hope it was valuable information out of our new Bitcoin Today studio. We were working hard yesterday. The hardware people were working hard on microphone and camera and stuff and brand new computer and graphic cards. I mean, yeah, we heavily invested yesterday, but we had to because the cooperation with the radio starts, and I'm pretty much sure the German radio will follow. So we will have the whole island probably in 2-3 months following us. So we had to heavily to invest. That's basically what it is. So I wish you a great weekend. Tomorrow is no video, and go on our website. Give us a thumb up if you like the video. We're going to have great weather here. That's what it looks like. And enjoy the weekend. And looking forward to see you again on Monday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.